visiting Schreiner Mountaineers and your Southwestern Pirates. At this time, would everyone please rise and remove your hats as we honor America with the play of our national anthem. Thank you. And now, fans, get out your scorecards. It's time to meet the starting lineups for both teams. Introducing first the starting lineup of the visiting Schreiner Mountaineers. A graduate student guard number 1, Kiara Green. A graduate student guard number 2, Sky Thomas. A junior forward number 12, Madison Hara. A junior guard number 13, Bree Sosa. And a junior guard number 23, Tamaya Uri. Then we go to the Mountaineers is Kendra Foreman, who is assisted by Corey Boutin. And now, stand up and make some noise for your Southwestern Pirates! A senior point guard from Waco, Texas, number 0, Ellie Ward. A freshman guard from San Antonio, Texas, number 10, Emma Flores. A senior guard from Bedford, Texas, number 11, Taylor Buddy. A freshman guard from Dallas, Texas, number 24, Lizzie Phillips. And a sophomore forward from Granbury, Texas, number 34, Trinity Benitez. Then go to the Pirates is Caitlin Friesel-Bidler. She is assisted by Michael Nielsen. Ladies and gentlemen, your Southwestern Pirates.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Southwestern University's Robertson Center for Game 1 in our SCAC basketball doubleheader. Final weekend of home basketball for the Pirates. The rest will be on the road as they begin by taking on the Schreiner University Mountaineers, making the trip over from Kerrville. Both these teams identical conference records at 3-7, both sitting at the bottom of the gold division in the SCAC women's basketball standings. These two teams very similar. Southwestern overall 6-13, Schreiner 5-14, but the Pirates have lost the last two. The Mountaineers have won the last two. Both these teams understand the importance of a victory, try to climb in the standings before the regular season culminates. Pirates will be in the home white, Mountaineers in the road black. Southwestern with the opening tip. Southwestern is 2-8 here at home. Schreiner just 1-8 on the road this season. You would imagine something is going to have to give tonight. Pirates out of bounds off of Kellen, the freshman from Lake Highlands in Dallas, unable to hold on to that one. Southwestern last week, losses here at home to Concordia and McMurray. And for Schreiner, 2 victories. Their last 2 out, victory at over Centenary and Ozarks, both of those in Kerrville. As we said, Pirates' final home game of the regular season tomorrow. They will take on that team from down in the Alamo City, 4 p.m. for the women, 6 for the men. But right now, Trying to get back in the win column as Flores puts this one right in the hands of Sky Thomas. One San Antonio native turning it over to another. There at the line, Parham able to knock it down to the 6-foot junior forward out of Canyon High School there in New Braunfels. And the visitors on the board first. The Pirates team had some issues offensively, averaging just under 58 points a game. Almost 7 fewer per contest than their opponents. The Mountaineers side averaging just under 64 points a game. But aside from that, stats very similar. Field goal percentage, rebounds, pretty much everything you would expect for two teams neck and neck in the standings. Now it's a body for three, and she's got it. Feet set. Taylor Body knocks it down. The Pirates are on the board. So a familiar starting five with the exception of Lizzie Kellum, the freshman out of Lake Highlands, gets to start, joining Ward, Flores, Body, and Benitez. Those four no stranger to Coach Kriesel-Bigler's starting five. And Parham right back to work. Goes the 6-foot junior. Madison Parham wasting no time. Second on this team, just under 10 points a game. We will see if she proves to be a handful for this Pirates side. Bree Sosa, their leader in points scored, just over 12 points a game. Ward, the senior captain, off the glass. And the Pirates back within a point. The point guard out of Bishop Riker Catholic High School up the road in Waco. It's been a stalwart for this team from the very beginning. Kicked out, three coming from Green. Unable to hit it. Flores ultimately with the rebound. Quickly up to Kellum. Kellum looking for Benitez. A good idea, just execution a bit lacking. Mountaineers led by first-year head coach Kendra Foreman. Corey Rutan, the assistant for the side from Kerrville. Caitlin Kriesel-Bigler, second season in charge of these Pirates, assisted by Michael Nielsen. Both teams methodical in offense. Three ball coming, that one off the side of the iron. Pirates unable to secure it, and, well, the result is Green able to get hands on it, and it's a held ball. It'll be Mountaineer ball. Credit there to Green, the graduate student, originally from Amarillo, out of Palo Duro High School. 3 minutes in, Mountaineers trying to extend their early lead. It will remain Schreiner ball, 15 seconds on the shot clock. Schreiner heading down to TLU and Seguin tomorrow before the next two at home, taking on the same two teams, Southwestern and TLU, making the trip to Kerrville. And a whistle, no, it's going to be a travel. Thought the Mountaineers may have been bailed out with a whistle, just seconds remaining on the shot clock, but instead turned over. A busy weekend of action here for Southwestern University. Men's lacrosse, their home opener at 12 p.m. tomorrow as they take on Hendricks. Basketball wrapping up the regular season home slate. Women at 4, men at 6. A great way to wrap things up as Trinity will be here at the Robertson Center. Kellum, nice move. And banks that one in. Great job, able to get herself free for the 5'8" freshman guard out of Dallas. Pirates with their first lead of the ball game. Step back, trying to retake the lead. Couldn't. Off the mark. Sosa, the junior from New Braunfels, off the mark. Here comes Flores in transition. Oh, just lost it at the last second. As both teams making changes. Taylor Body coming off for Southwestern. It'll be their leading scorer, Adriana McCoy, the sophomore from Frisco, coming on. And for the Mountaineers, Belle Martinez making her first appearance, the junior out of Incarnate Word High School in San Antonio. Martinez taking over the point guard duties. Immediately fires up a shot. Martinez wasting no time getting acclimated to this one. Ward the other way, couldn't finish. Benitez with the rebound. Couldn't get it. And it's going to be an offensive foul against Trinity Benitez. Southwestern off to a roaring start, a perfect 3 of 3 from the field. They've not missed a field goal thus far. Also winning the rebounding battle are the Pirates. Visitors just 3 of 9 from the field early. Parham looking to drive on Benitez. Kicked out 3. Off the side from Thomas. Parham's there with the rebound. With the reverse, and she's got it. Parham with 6 of the Mountaineers' first 8 points. Flores. It's going to be out of bounds. The last to touch it was Moody, so it'll stay Pirate ball. As Southwestern makes a change, Lauren Stevens will be coming on for Trinity Benitez. But first, we take a timeout. 4:57 remaining in the first quarter. Pirates on top, 7-6 early on. Southwestern 60% from the field. As we take the opportunity to thank our Pirate Athletic corporate sponsors, Don Hewlett Chevrolet and Buick, Aramark Food and Facility Services, Jeremiah's Italian Ice, and Frost Bank. Big thanks for their continued support of Southwestern University Athletics. We thank you as well for always joining us. And we encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel if you have not already. A busy weekend. Obviously, football game to be played on Sunday. Good news is, no Pirate games conflicting with the Super Bowl, but we've already seen it before. Round 2 of the Eagles and Chiefs. You would imagine Coach Kriesel-Bigler pretty pleased with the way her team has started this one. 3 of 5 from the field, 1 of 1 from 3. Winning the rebounding battle as well. Right now it's Madison Parham for Schreiner, 6 of their 8 points, and they have to figure out a way to slow down the big junior from New Braunfels. There was Parham, couldn't hold on to it. Ward. McCoy looking to drive in. McCoy with a little move and a finish. Just froze Parham long enough. Created enough space to get the shot off, and a nice finish from McCoy in her first field goal attempt. Moody. And that is going to be a travel on Tamia Moody, the junior guard out of Clearbrook High School in Houston. Just couldn't keep that foot down when she came back to pivot. And knocked away. Martinez the last to touch it. So far shaping up as we thought it would, 2 evenly matched teams, at least according to their records. And Stevens on. See if she has better luck, at least defensively, with Parham. Ward. Stevens comes up to set the screen. Out to McCoy. Couldn't handle it cleanly. Out behind the back, McCoy still, and I don't think Stevens was anticipating that pass. The Mountaineers will make another change as J.D. Zamora comes on. The junior out of Alice down in South Texas. Out to Zamora. Martinez. Parham with a long 2. Tried to show off the range. Kellum in transition. Here's McCoy. Oh, what a pass underneath. Stevens. That is how you do it. Tic-tac-toe. Kellum, McCoy, Stevens. Beautiful transition basket from Southwestern. And out of bounds off the knee of Kiara Green. The graduate student from the Panhandle just unable to control it as Southwestern making a change. Actually, a pair of changes as Body comes back on. And Kylie Lopez, a sophomore from Beeville, making her first appearance for Southwestern. Ward into the front court, body waiting patiently, instead kicks back to McCoy. Thought about a three in transition. Here comes Lopez underneath to Stevens, and she's got it. Southwestern with their largest lead of the game, up 5. 3 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Pirates shooting almost 75% from the field. In fact, 75% exactly, 6 of 8. Martinez as Green will pull it out, looking to set things up herself. Still Green, now underneath, into the hands of Bradshaw. Kaya Bradshaw, the 5'10 sophomore forward out of the Colony up in the Metroplex, came on at that last substitution. The other way, Thomas in transition. Stevens with the rebound off the miss, nearly stolen away. Pirates fortunate they were able to retain possession here. And as I say that, they give it right back on the other end. Martinez so quick up the floor. Here comes Martinez, and it's going to be a blocking foul against Lopez, set but well inside the circle. Well, Martinez saw where she was and just went right at her. So Martinez now at the line. Martinez just a 48% free throw shooter. And as you would imagine from a 48% free throw shooter, 1 of 2 in that trip to the line. Pirates still on top by 4. Ward directing traffic, trying to clear things out, trying to work on Sosa. Back from body, 8 seconds on the shot clock. McCoy for 3. Ward with the rebound underneath. And it's going to stay Pirates ball. What a job, Ellie Ward. Ward just 5'6", in amongst the trees. Came down with that one. As Lopez comes off. Emma Flores coming on in her spot. McCoy at the hoop and draws the foul on Bradshaw. So that will send Adriana McCoy to the line. Pirates' first free throw attempts in the ballgame, which is 92 seconds remaining in the first quarter. And it will be McCoy, the Pirates' leading scorer, a 67% free throw shooter. McCoy hits them both. 90 seconds remaining in the quarter. Southwestern 15, Schreiner 9. Martinez, Pirates wanted to walk. Somehow she was able to keep a foot down as Sosa the other way couldn't finish. Bradshaw blocked by Stevens. And Pirates ball. So Pirates with it. Stevens flexing some defensive muscle there on Bradshaw. Stevens a slight height advantage over the sophomore Kaya Bradshaw. Out to Flores. Ward thought about it and set underneath to Stevens, and she's going to head to the line. The Southwestern clearly likes the matchup on both sides of the floor. Stevens against Bradshaw, and they are taking advantage. As Lauren Stevens, the 6'1 sophomore out of George Ranch High School in Greater Houston area, at the line. No mistake there, nor do you expect there to be one from a better than 93% free throw shooter in Stevens. She does not miss often from the foul line. Hits them both. Under a minute remaining in the quarter. Southwestern just extending the lead. Now up to 8. As Alexa Romero comes on for Southwestern, the freshman out of San Antonio Harlan. Romero, a good showing last weekend in those losses to Concordia and McMurray. But impressive minutes, got some good time, and made some big contributions off the bench. Sosa fires for 3. And Romero there with the rebound. She wants to push. Has body, but Sosa backtracked. No opportunity for body to go to the hole. Shot clock turned off. 10 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Southwestern can push the lead to double digits. McCoy does just that, and a chance for the three-point play as she is fouled. Now, Adriana McCoy, a chance to put the Pirates up 11 with just over 3 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Southwestern almost 55% from the field, 6 of 11. Mountaineers at just 4 of 19. That is just over 21%. Mountaineers also 0 of 6 from 3. And Southwestern winning the rebounding battle to boot. A great opening 10 minutes for the Pirates. As our officials conferring there, they will assess the foul to J.D. Zamora. The junior from Alice picks up her first. McCoy unable to complete the three-point play. As the first quarter comes to a close, Pirates on top by 10, 19-9, as we head to the second quarter. Again, we take the opportunity to thank our corporate sponsors, Airmark Food and Facility Services, Don Hewlett Chevrolet and Buick, Frost Bank, and Jeremiah's Italian Ice. Big thanks for all of their continued support. Start of the second quarter, Pirates with the opening possession and on top, 19-9. A great start for a Pirate team that has had trouble starting quickly this season. They've scored their fewest points in any quarter in the first quarter this season. More often than not, they've gotten behind early, and this is a welcome change. Not just getting ahead, but getting ahead by double digits to start the second quarter. So often they've had to dig themselves out of early holes. They've had fantastic second halves, but that early deficit has proven difficult to overcome many times. Now the pressure on the Mountaineers as they are down early. And shooting just 21% from the field is Markesia Wingwood, the 5'9" sophomore from down the road in Round Rock out of Stony Point High School on for the visitors, wearing number 4. It'll stay Mountaineers ball. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Sosa for 3. Stevens able to bat the rebound back to Kellum. Kellum gets the start tonight, and Southwestern definitely, you would imagine, pleased with her contribution. Oh, couldn't finish there. Gets the rebound. A lot of contact, but no whistle. Now Stevens will head to the line. Southwestern's third attempt. And Wingwood picking up her first foul. Stevens at the line right now, leads the Pirates with 6 points. The Sugar Land native able to rattle home the first. And hits them both. Stevens extends the Pirates' lead to 11, and now 8 points to lead all scorers. Martinez looking to respond. Underneath, wide open, nobody putting a body on Marquesia Wingwood. Easy rebound and putback for the sophomore forward from Round Rock. Kellum unable to get away from Sosa. They'll go back to Stevens in the block. High off the glass and a nice touch from Stevens, who is already in double digits. We're less than 2 minutes into the second quarter. Martinez tried to go very high off the glass. Parham stripped by Flores. Here comes McCoy the other way. The Euro step, but it's going to be an offensive foul. Pirates assistant coach Michael Nielsen pleading his case, but to no avail, as McCoy picks up her first. Both teams making substitutions as Ward and Body back on for Southwestern. Kiara Green, the graduate student, coming back on for Schreiner. Martinez thought about it momentarily, instead into the hands of Sosa. Parham going baseline, nice move by Stevens, and she's got it. Showing her ability to put it on the deck. Parham now with 8 points. Parham really leading the way for Schreiner. No other Mountaineer has more than a single field goal, and they have to get somebody else involved. And Ward turns it over with the travel. Southwestern bringing Trinity Benitez back on to spell Lauren Stevens. You would imagine only briefly. Stevens is off to a great start already, 10 points. We'll give her a second to catch her breath. I would be astounded if she did not come on in the next few minutes. Parham, got Benitez in the air. Couldn't finish, though. Nice move from Parham, who's shown that she can certainly dribble by a defender. Sosa. In and out. Benitez there for Southwestern. Wingwood nearly poked it away, kept alive by Ward, and here's Flores, and she's got the three. (26-13) Pirates with their largest lead of the ball game. They came in to the quarter up 10. But a much better showing from Schreiner after a slow start. Wingwood, long two. Another rebound for Benitez. Pirates continue to dominate the glass. Ward. Over to Body from three. Well off the mark, feet set in the corner. Sosa trying to press. She's going to fire from three. She's got it. Bree Sosa on the board, her first field goal. And that is what the Mountaineers desperately need. Their leading scorer. They need to get her going as we take a timeout. 5:49 remaining in the half. Mountaineers have cut it back to 10, 26-16, Southwestern leading.
Once again, to hear about Southwestern in the news. The Prince Review recently ranked Southwestern one of the best colleges in America, ranking Southwestern number 2 in the nation and number 1 in the state of Texas in their best career services category as well.
Southwestern still shooting 50% from the field. A great start, just 24% from the Mountaineers. Mountaineers just 1 for 8 from 3. Southwestern 2 of 5. Pirates winning the rebounding battle, but Mountaineers with 9 offensive rebounds. In fact, 9 of their 12 rebounds have been on the offensive glass. They've not been able to turn that into points. Certainly not as many as they would like. Lauren Stevens leading all scorers with 10 points. Madison Parham leading Schreiner with 8 of her own. Final 2 regular season games of the year here at the Robertson Center for the Pirates. And they would love to go into that big-time matchup against Trinity tomorrow with a win under their belt, snapping this 2-game skid. As Eileen Ortega, the 5'11 sophomore out of Los Fresnos, down in the Valley, on making her first appearance for the Mountaineers. Mia Moody also back on. Here they go to Benitez, working on Ortega. And Trinity Benitez will head to the line as she lodges the missed shot between the rim and the glass. If you can do that, you will win every game of horse you ever play, I can guarantee you. Unfortunately, it's not how the game of horse is played. As we figure out how we will get this ball down, and we have another ball, and yeah, we'll go with that, says Emma Flores. Oh no, hold on, ladies and gentlemen. We have the cheer squad. They are going to. All right. That is definitely the way to do it. Nicely done, ladies. They were ready. I feel like they practiced that a few times. All right, Benitez now at the line after the fanfare. A 72% free throw shooter is the Lipan High School product. Benitez hits them both. Point Pirate lead, 5:20 remaining in the half. This is where Southwestern really needs to put the foot down and create some separation. They want to take Schreiner out of this game as much as they can going into halftime. Do not give them a chance to get some momentum going into the break. Flores. Romero sweeping across the lane. Couldn't finish. Sosa's there. On to Kiara Green. She's going to fire for 3. Well off the mark. So Lizzie Kellum comes back on, taking the place of Alexa Romero. McCoy brings it into the front court. 27-16 Southwestern, 4.5 remaining here in the second quarter. Flores from the elbow, smooth as silk. Nice stroke from Flores. Schreiner desperately needs to respond. Ortega electing to pull it out. She's going to fire for 3 off the back of the iron, right into the hands of Green. Underneath, Sosa. Unselfish there, able to find Sosa, who finished it off. That was a big basket for Schreiner. Everything going in Southwestern's way. It's still an 11-point Pirate lead. Make it 13, says Trinity Benitez. Sosa around the screen. Flores goes with her. Sosa, a little step back from the free throw line. Tough shot. And just miscommunication from Southwestern. And they were very fortunate because Sky Thomas came up with that rebound, but she was on the inline. And for all the world, that Southwestern was going to turn that ball over right underneath the basket. McCoy out to Ward for three. Off the side of the iron, long rebound. Here comes Thomas. McCoy doing a great job getting back in transition. No fast break opportunity for Sky Thomas. Parham back on. Leads this team with 8 points. It was all Parham early on. And Thomas says, I've got you. They need somebody else to step up, do the Mountaineers. Could it be Sky Thomas? Graduate student out of San Antonio Breckenridge. Ward, a little floater. Oh, what a touch from the senior captain. Beautiful shot from Ellie Ward. Green with the rebound, able to find Parham. No trouble. And Parham now in double digits with 10 points. And the Pirates lead back to single digits. Parham proving to be problematic. Pirates have done a good job of locking down the rest of the Mountaineers, but Parham with 10 of the Mountaineers' 22 points. And as Kylie Lopez comes on for Emma Flores, 1:50 remaining in the half. Ward out to Kellum. That was a well-worked inbound play, but Kellum's shot off the mark. Southwestern fortunate that Parham was the last to touch it. Benitez draws a foul, and that was fortunate as Parham with palms to the ceiling here. I think Parham has a case on that one. Benitez underneath. There was definitely contact. His body comes on for Ward. Benitez back to the line. Remains perfect. 3 for 3 from the charity stripe. Does Trinity Benitez. Benitez takes advantage of the trip to the line. Back to a 13-point lead, 35-22 Southwestern. 90 seconds remaining in the first half. Sosa around the screen. That's the shot they want. Their leading scorer, top of the key, just couldn't finish. Kellum in transition. Oh, what a move. Nicely done by the freshman, Lizzie Kellum. Southwestern can get a stop. Another basket. Will be firmly in control, not just on the score sheet, but momentum-wise, as this foul will go against the Pirates. Going to be charged to Kellum. Stolen away by McCoy. Here she comes. Up the floor, Adriana McCoy with the steal and the layup. Pirates with their largest lead of the ball game, up 39-22. Under a minute remaining here in the first half. Thomas, a much-needed basket for the Mountaineers as their bench had gone quiet. They desperately needed that. Shot clock, game clock almost identical at 22 seconds remaining in the half. Pirates can effectively hold for the final shot. Benitez underneath. Off the mark. Sosa with the rebound. 8 seconds. Sosa still kicked out. 3 ball coming from Moody, and she's got it. A huge 3 from Tamia Moody as the first half comes to a close. But it's still the Pirates on top. 39-27. Southwestern with the lead going into the break. But signs of life. The big 3 from Moody for the Mountaineers. We'll step aside when we return in 15 minutes. Get you first half stats and ready for half number 2 here at the Robertson Center. The penultimate home game of the regular season for Southwestern University basketball. As they lead the Mountaineers 39-27 at half. Welcome back to the Robertson Center. Moments before we get our second half underway between your Southwestern Pirates and the visiting Schreiner University Mountaineers. Take a look at our first half stats. Southwestern on top, 39-27 at the break. They took a 10-point lead into the second quarter, and they extended that to 12 here to get the second half underway. Pirates, an even 50% from the field, 14 of 28. Mountaineers improved to 30%, 12 of 40 as they pick things up towards the end of that first half. Southwestern 2 of 7 from 3. Mountaineers 2 of 11. Pirates 9 of 11 from the free throw line. Mountaineers just 1 of 2 as they attempted just 2 free throws the entire first half. Pirates winning the rebounding battle, if only narrowly. Mountaineers, again, picked up that stat towards the end of the first half. So definitely an improved Mountaineers side from what we saw in the first quarter where they got down early. Now we'll see how they come out into the second half. Benitez unable to find a body cutting to the basket. Lauren Stevens, 10 points to lead Southwestern. Madison Parham with 10 to lead her Mountaineers. Southwestern led by as many as 17. Pirates did turn it over twice as many times, though. 10 turnovers by Southwestern, only 5 by the Mountaineers. Southwestern looking to snap a 2-game skid. Schreiner trying to improve to a 3-game winning streak before they head down to Seguin to take on TLU tomorrow at Memorial Gymnasium in Seguin. Pirates will host Trinity here. This is stolen away by Benitez. Parham just a little too casual with the basketball. Parham there on the rebound off the miss. Benitez not giving her a second chance. Out of bounds off Flores, so players on both teams a little casual with the ball to start the second half. Still looking for the first points here in half number 2, just over 60 seconds in. Again, glad to have you joining us as always. Big thanks for your support of Southwestern University Athletics. I encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel if you have not already. We will have a triple header of men's lacrosse opener down at Varsity Field at noon, taking on Hendricks. Then a doubleheader for basketball at 4 and 6, the women and men respectively here at the Robertson Center, their final home games of the regular season. Kellum had a nice first half to the freshman out of Lake Highlands. Body able to create room and finishes along the baseline. Body, one of the few upperclassmen. She and Ward, the only 2 seniors on this roster, as Sosa could not respond with a 3. Sosa, the Mountaineers' leading scorer, averaging over 12 points a game, but only 5 in the first half for Sosa. Green to inbound. Parham. Off the backboard she goes. Now 12 points. Early on, Parham had 8 of the Mountaineers' first 10 points. She's since gotten some help. Stolen away right into the hands of Moody. Here comes Moody the other way. Able to find Sosa, couldn't finish. Sosa tried to spin her. Momentum taking her away from the basket and seemed to have maybe a word for Body after the fact. I'll have to keep an eye on that as Benitez is fouled and Trinity will head to the line for the Pirates. The foul assessed to Parham as McCoy comes on for Southwestern, taking the place of Flores. Benitez back to the line. Romero coming on as well, taking Taylor Body's spot. It appears that Stevens will check on shortly. Stevens, a fantastic first half, 10 points. Then it was Benitez who we saw down the stretch, and now it will be Benitez coming off for the aforementioned Stevens. Parham. Deep two. Ward there with the rebound. Ellie pressing the other way. Has Romero in transition. Romero blocked by Parham. Parham did a great job just going straight up. Romero's opportunity was very early on. She took the extra second. That gave Parham a chance to close it down. As McCoy, that is going to be on McCoy, and McCoy is astounded as I am by that call. It looked like Kiara Green just kind of threw that one up. Came off the underside of the backboard. The foul will be assessed to Adriana McCoy. McCoy, the star sophomore transfer. Been a huge addition this year for the Pirates. And even though the season has had its ups and downs, they've already surpassed their win total from last year. Here's McCoy the other way. Pulls up over Parham. Oh, what a shot from McCoy. That is difficult. Parham coming out. A big 6-foot frame, not able to alter the shot. Pirates, 15-point lead. They've led by as many as 17. Out to Thomas. A long three. She's got it. Sky Thomas from well beyond the arc. A nice shot there from the graduate student out of San Antonio. Just when it looked like Southwestern was going to have a chance to extend the lead, as it'll be a held ball. Kellum doing a good job tying up Parham. As Bel Martinez, junior point guard out of San Antonio, back on for the Mountaineers. 5:55 remaining here in the third. It's been even since that first quarter. Southwestern outscored Schreiner 20-18 in the second. Both teams have scored 6 points here in the third, but a 10-point lead early for Southwestern. They haven't looked back as McCoy sinks the two. Just coming inside that three-point line. Green over to Parham, looking to show off her range, and she does. Parham now 14 points to lead all scores. McCoy's gotten up to 12. Stevens still at 10. Stevens got 10, and then she was substituted off for a pretty good stretch, and that certainly cooled her off a bit toward the end of the second quarter. Hasn't been able to get back to the form we saw early. Stolen away by Thomas. Thomas still working on Kellum. Thomas finally sent back. Oh, what a pass inside from Parham. A wide open to Mia Moody, a backdoor cut. She saw the defender turn her head, and Moody was off. That is basketball 101. The second the defender turns their head, there you go. And Moody did just that. Stevens trying to work on Parham. Now to Ward underneath. Kellum knocked away. It'll stay Pirates ball. And we'll take a timeout with 4:27 remaining in the third. It's Southwestern 47, Schreiner 37. Schreiner outscoring Southwestern 10-8 in the third quarter. Again, we'd like to take this opportunity to thank our Pirate Athletic corporate sponsors, Don Hewitt Chevrolet and Buick, Airmark Food and Facility Services, Jeremiah's Italian Ice, and Frost Bank. Pirates still better than 50% from the field, 53%, 7 of 32 field goal percentage for Southwestern. Mountaineers have improved to 31%. That'll be a Mountaineer ball after the held ball. The arrow giving it to Schreiner. Mountaineers really need a good stretch here to close out this third quarter to have any chance. Blocked by Stevens. Kept alive that time, though, by Moody. And now Ward with it. Has Romero with her and McCoy. Stevens flashing to the basket. They couldn't find her. That would have been appropriate. The block on one end, the bucket on the other. Romero. McCoy driving in. Kicks out Lopez. And out of bounds off of Bell Martinez. It'll be Pirate ball. 5 seconds on the shot clock as they make a trio of changes. Benitez, Body, and Flores on for Southwestern. Lopez, excuse me. It will indeed be Lopez, Stevens, and Romero coming off. McCoy fouled with 1 second on the shot clock. Sky Thomas committing the foul to send McCoy to the line. McCoy comes up a bit hobbled, trying to shake it off.
At the line for your Pirates, number 3, Triana McCoy.
McCoy leading the Pirates with 12, now make it 13 points. Is 3 of 4 from the line? Nope, 4 of 5. 14 points in 20 minutes. Also 1 assist for McCoy. Martinez swinging it around over to Thomas. Back to Martinez. Off the glass and is able to beat McCoy to the spot. Got the shot off in just the nick of time. McCoy starting to feel it, you can tell. Ward takes it in. Oh, nicely done. Another floater. This time banked it in, did Ward. Such great touch from the senior. Pirates on top by 14. Just under 3 minutes remaining in the third. Ends up with Flores. Trying to locate Green on the entry pass. Never found her. Found Flores instead. Flores comes up hobbled. Ward. Wisely reset things. McCoy pulling it out, calling for the screen. He skews it, goes to the other side. And McCoy fouled by Sky Thomas. As McCoy, just such a great knack. She was seemingly caught in no man's land, so to speak. Was able to draw the foul. As Lopez comes on, Kellum will join her after the free throw from Adriana McCoy. And McCoy comes off now. Kellum back on. 2:08 remaining in the third. 52-39 Southwestern. They've not relinquished that double-digit lead from very early on. They've led by as many as 17, but they've by and large kept it around that 10-point mark. Martinez. Parham misses on the putback. Visitors just 3 of 14 from 3. Oh, what a pass underneath Benitez from Kellum. Benitez not anticipating it. That was a great look. And Benitez knew it, and I think she is begging the pardon of Lizzie Kellum if I had to guess. And Bree Sosa back on for the Mountaineers. Taking the place of Kiara Green. Ward off the inbound. Driving in. That one popped right back out. And it's going to be a held ball. Ward doing a great job, able to get to that. But for all the world, that Zamora had possession. Ward had other ideas. Inside, Benitez. Across the lane and off the top of the backboard, out of bounds. Mountaineers ball. 90 seconds exactly remaining in the third. 52-39 Southwestern. Pirates still shooting lights out, 53% from the field. And almost 29% from three. Visitors are just 31% from the field and just over 21% from three. Sosa, oh, what a great bounce pass inside off of Zamora, Pirate ball. That was a beautiful look. And the junior guard from Alice knew she should have done better there. Lopez nearly stolen away by Martinez. Lopez fortunate that she's able to maintain possession. And the held ball will give it to the Mountaineers. So both teams doing a good job. If there's an errant ball, a dribble just not precise, or pass not quite on the mark, chances are somebody's going to be able to get hands on it. Both teams have done a good job of that all game long. Sosa for three. Thomas with the rebound. And we'll head to the line as Sky Thomas ends up on the deck. Goes the grad student. Ward charged with the foul. As Ward comes off, giving away to McCoy. 48 seconds remaining in the third. Thomas at the line, a 79% free throw shooter. Thomas with the putback off her own miss. Nobody boxed out the shooter. You have to put a body on the free throw shooter. Southwestern did not, and Thomas turns it into a three-point play. Lopez the other way, off the mark, and Benitez clatters into J.D. Zamora. An easy call there for our officials, as Benitez will promptly come off, giving away to Lauren Stevens. Sosa underneath, little pass on to Parham, and she heads to the line. Stevens picks up the foul. Parham's 14 points, leading the Mountaineers. She was another player who got off to a quick start. 14 and 7 rebounds. Also 1 assist and a block in 24 minutes. Parham shooting better than 53% from the field. The Pirates will have the final shot, should they so choose. 18 seconds remaining in the third quarter. And back to a single-digit lead, 52-43. Southwestern has seen the lead shrink, and it's going to be an offensive foul against the Pirates on McCoy. Extended the arm. And so now a golden opportunity for the Mountaineers with 7 seconds remaining. They could cut this to 6 A basket here at the end of the quarter would definitely be big for the Mountaineers. Sosa underneath. Parham off the mark as the third quarter comes to a close. 10 minutes remaining. 52-43, Pirates on top. But Southwestern outscored 16-13 in the third. Mountaineers coming on strong. Can the Pirates hold on and snap the two-game skid?
Pirates fans, it's time once again to see what else is going on across Pirate Athletics. The men's lacrosse team has their home opener tomorrow at 12 p.m. versus Hendrix College. The men's and women's tennis team are in town tomorrow for conference action versus Austin College at 10 a.m. and against Texas Lutheran at 1 p.m. The men's and women's swimming team had 2 SEAC Swimmers of the Week. Congrats to Ellie Samples and Luke Lavo. The Southwestern baseball team is up in Dallas taking on the University of Dallas this weekend. They'll be at home February 21st to take on the University of St. Thomas. And the Southwestern softball team is in East Texas taking on ETBU and LeTourneau. To keep up with everything Southwestern Athletics, follow us at SU Pirates.
Ten minutes remaining. Pirates on top, 52-43. A pair of teams at the bottom of the gold division in the SCAC women's basketball standings, both with identical 3-7 conference records, both desperately in need of a win. Sosa could not keep this one in. But it's Schreiner who comes into tonight's contest with the momentum, having won 2 in a row. Victories over Centenary and Ozarks there in Kerrville. Southwestern got off to a great start, a 10-point lead at the end of the first quarter. Mountaineers have been playing catch-up ever since. Stevens at the edge of the paint, working on Parham. And it's going to be an offensive foul against Stevens. Parham, she went down easily, but good players kind of understand. They have a feel for the game. They know what to do. Parham certainly made the most out of that one. Parham, who leads the Mountaineers with 15 points. McCoy's 15 lead the Pirates. And the travel on Zamora before the shot. Stevens comes off. Benitez on. Ward back on in place of Body for Southwestern. Pirates like nothing more than a victory. Some confidence before taking on a very good Trinity team here tomorrow at 4 p.m. Ward around Sosa and around Parham, but couldn't finish it. Rebound ends up with Sosa. Into the front court has Thomas. Thomas hangs and hits. It's a 7-point game, 52-45. Mountaineers inching their way back into this, possession by possession. Lopez. Now Flores trying to spin away from Sosa, nothing doing. And nearly stolen away. It's going to be Schreiner ball. Thomas had it initially, and then it careened off of her and subsequently off of Alexa Romero. As McCoy comes back on. Pirates not having a lot of success without their leading scorer on the floor. Sosa. Back to Thomas. Parham off of McCoy. It'll stay Mountaineer ball. 9 seconds on the shot clock. Parham. And fouled was Bree Sosa, and she will head to the line to shoot three. Romero committing one of the cardinal sins, fouling a shooter when they're attempting a three. And Sosa could make this a 4-point game. The leading scorer, a 67% free throw shooter, is the junior out of New Braunfels. Sosa hits all three. Pirates have seen their lead shrink 52-48, 8 minutes remaining. Still a lot of time remaining in this one. Southwestern still has not recorded a point here in the quarter, being outscored 6-0 to start the fourth. Benitez changes that. Sosa off the mark. Pirate ball. A chance for Southwestern to take a deep breath. Well, Green charged with the foul. Did not see what Green did. I think it was a hold on Flores, as this one will end up with McCoy here on the sideline. McCoy somehow able to find a room. McCoy across midcourt. A magic trick there. I don't know how she did that. Benitez, edge of the paint, trying to work on Parham. Up and under, couldn't finish. Gets her own rebound. The basket and the foul on the second attempt. Benitez missed the first, got the rebound, and now a chance for the old-fashioned three-point play. As Eileen Ortega, a 5'11 sophomore out of Los Fresnos, comes on. I saw her briefly in the first half. Benitez completes the three-point play. 57-48. Pirates back to a 9-point lead. It had shrunk to 4. Ortega sets the screen. Moody for 3. Ward with a huge rebound. Here comes Ellie Ward the other way for Southwestern. McCoy. Flores electing to pull it out, slow things down. Now McCoy defended by Green. McCoy takes her off the dribble. And Adriana McCoy is fouled. Green charged with the foul, which will send McCoy back to the line. Averaging just over 12 points a game, already 15 in 24 minutes of work, shooting a whopping 5 of 6 from the field, and now 6 of 8 from the line. Also, 1 steal and an assist. As McCoy hits them both, gives herself 17 and puts the Pirates on top, back to double-digit lead. Southwestern 59, Schreiner 48. Sosa responds with a 3. When you need a basket, go to your leading scorer. Sosa now in double digits with 11 points, joining Thomas with 12 and Parham with 15. .45 remaining in the ball game. Every possession precious at this point. Ward goes baseline and is fouled. Is it going to be on Green or Ortega? They would charge it to Kiara Green. That'll send Ward to the line, a 76% free throw shooter, the McLennan County native. The both teams with 3 players in double digits, Stevens, Benitez, and McCoy for the Pirates. McCoy with 17, Benitez with 12, Stevens with 10. Sosa, Thomas, and Parham also in double digits for the Mountaineers. It has been very even since that first quarter, but Southwestern had a 10-point lead going into the second, and that's been the difference as Sosa buries another 3 from the opposite side. Sosa doing everything she can to keep her team in the battle, and she's doing just that. Ward, long rebound out to Sosa. Watch out. Romero not giving Sosa any space. Moody, nearly stripped away by Romero, ends up in the hands of Thomas. Off the glass, got her own rebound off the miss. Moody blocked by Benitez. And they're going to say held ball as Moody and Benitez both able to get a piece of it. It'll be Mountaineer ball after the media timeout, 4:49 remaining in the ball game. Southwestern 61, Schreiner 54.
Hey, Pirates fans, the women's basketball team will be back at the friendly confines of the Robertson Center tomorrow night at 4 p.m. to take on Trinity. Tomorrow night is also senior night, so make sure to show up and show out for both our men's and women's basketball team. They'll head to Schreiner next week, then head down to Trinity in San Antonio on Saturday, and then end their season at McMurray on February 23rd. To keep up with everything Southwestern women's basketball, head to southwesternpirates.com to learn more.
Mountaineer ball, 4:49 remaining in the ball game. Southwestern on top by 6. 7-point lead for the Pirates, 61-54. Every point precious, as Green knows. Pirates led by as many as 17 in the first half. Nearly thrown away. McCoy able to rescue the possession for the Pirates. Benitez kicks out. Flores for 3. Ward with a rebound. What a rebound by Ellie Ward. And she is fouled by Bree Sosa. It has been a battle between those two, but Ellie Ward, we know what the senior can do. The point guard, she can distribute, but she has come up with some crucial rebounds tonight for Southwestern. Tough as nails, to put it lightly. And proceeds to knock down the first free throw. And hits them both. 2 big free throws for Ward. (63-56) Pirates. Thomas. As Moody looks to drive by McCoy. Not a lot McCoy could do. Wisely did not commit a foul to compound matters. Ward into the front court. Southwestern needs to keep the offense in rhythm, but they also want to run some clock with 3.5 minutes remaining. Shot clock at 12. Benitez underneath, blocked from behind. Thomas goes the other way. Here comes Sky Thomas. Thomas finishes. Thomas really turning it on here of late. Thomas now with 14 points. And the whistle will go against the Mountaineers. Samia Moody, junior out of Houston, charged with the foul. Right now, Southwestern doing a fantastic job from the free throw line. They're 21 of 24, better than 87% from the charity stripe. Ward continues that trend. They've shot more than twice as many free throws as the Mountaineers have. Mountaineers just 7 for 11 from the line. Southwestern also winning the rebounding battle and shooting almost 10 percentage points better from the field. Underneath, off the fingertips of Thomas, the idea was there, but you cannot make those kind of mistakes trailing with just 3 minutes remaining and only a 5-point deficit. Had Thomas been able to collect that one, could have cut it to a one-possession game. Into McCoy. Mountaineers in the full court press. McCoy is going to be a kicked ball by Parham. Pirate fans holding their breath. They've seen this situation on more than one occasion this season, and unfortunately, more often than not, it has not proven to come out in the Pirates way too often. But as we said, Southwestern was the team who got ahead early. The offensive foul is going to be on Flores. More often than not, it's been Southwestern trying to play catch-up, trying to play from behind, and tonight they had the early lead. They've just been trying to hold on. Can they? 2:45 remaining. 65-60. Ward with another rebound. Ollie Ward getting it done off the glass. Flores looking to separate from Moody. 8 seconds on the shot clock. On to Ward. Calls out the screen from Benitez. Ward driving in, switches hands, couldn't finish. Still just a 5-point game. Moody around the screen. Moody trying to work on it. Benitez got her in the air. Couldn't finish. And Benitez with the rebound. And the Pirates take a timeout. 1:51 remaining in the ballgame. 65-60. A huge rebound from Benitez off the miss. The Southwestern ball trying to extend this lead and secure a victory that would snap their 2-game losing skid and put an end to the Mountaineers' 2-game winning streak. Again, we remind you, Pirates will be back in action tomorrow, another SCAC doubleheader, their final games in the regular season here at the Robertson Center. The men tip at 6. The women will precede them, tipping at 4. So mark your calendars, and if you're in the vicinity, we always invite you to come join us. Last chance to see them at home this season. Again, women at 4, men at 6 tomorrow. Mountaineers will head down the road, down to Seguin to take on TLU there at Memorial Gymnasium in Seguin before heading home to take on the same 2 teams next weekend. Friday, Southwestern makes the trip to Kerrville. And then Saturday, it'll be TLU heading over to the Hill Country. Pirates on the road for the Final Four of the regular season next weekend at Schreiner on Friday. Saturday down at Trinity in San Antonio. Then the final weekend of the regular season, they make the short trip down to Austin to take on Concordia on Friday the 21st, and they wrap things up on Sunday the 23rd out in the Big Country, taking on McMurray and Abilene. Ward to inbound. 1:50 remaining. McCoy is fouled by Bell Martinez. No, they're going to charge it to Sky Thomas, 2 and 22 flanking McCoy. They will Ultimately assessed the foul to number 2, Sky Thomas. That'll send McCoy back to the line. McCoy, leading scorer in the game with 17 points, shooting a whopping 5 of 6 from the field. It is now 8 of 10 from the line. Also 1 assist and 1 steal. And McCoy knocks them both down, 67-60. Time really a factor now for the Mountaineers, trailing by 7, just over a minute and a half remaining. Sosa has it. She shook body. And if Sosa gets free, watch out. And Southwestern will make a substitution. Romero coming on for body. Back to a 4-point game. Benitez, Pirates can get this down to just about a minute before they have to take a shot. McCoy into Benitez in the paint, kicks out, Romero for 3. Ward with the rebound, another rebound for Ward, and she is fouled. No, they're going to say a travel on Ellie Ward. There were 2 defenders draped over. I thought for sure she was fouled, but I jumped the gun. Apologies, as it was a travel and a turnover by Ward, a big one. 60 seconds exactly remaining. 67-63. Pirates on top, trying to hold on. They've led by as many as 17. And the offensive foul is going to go against Parham. Did not get set on the screen. A huge mistake for Parham, who had a fantastic first half, has 15 points, and the majority of those came in the first 20 minutes. And Southwestern is going to give it right back. Flores with the foul, and it's Mountaineer ball. 4-point game, 45 seconds remaining. Another offensive foul on Parham. The second foul in the second identical situation, a moving screen. And Parham will come off, giving way to Ortega. Parham did not get set on either of those in 2 critical turnovers. And Southwestern, just about 9 seconds difference between the shot clock and the game clock. They can get this down just about 9 seconds before they have to take a shot. Up by 4. Ward is fouled. And we'll head to the line to shoot 2. A chance to ice it with 25 seconds remaining. So Ward with 12 points, but more impressively, Ward has 10 rebounds, a double-double for Ward. 4 on the offensive end, 6 on the defensive end, 2 assists, a perfect record from the free throw line. And those 10 rebounds are really what has stood out tonight. She has come up with some huge rebounds in critical situations. A timeout taken. 24 seconds remaining. Pirates trying to hold on here in game 1 of our doubleheader. Don't forget, we'll have game 2 between the men of Southwestern and Schreiner. That'll be coming up approximately 7:30 p.m. local time. So plenty of time to do what you need to do, make a snack, change the laundry, whatever you've got to do on your Friday night. Then come back and join us for game 2 between these 2 sides. The Pirate women trying to hold on, and we take one final opportunity to thank our corporate sponsors, Don Hewitt Chevrolet and Buick, Aramark Food and Facility Services, Frost Bank, And Jeremiah's Italian Eyes, huge thanks to all for their continued support of Southwestern University athletics. Adriana McCoy leading the Pirates with 19, and Bree Sosa with 17 for the Mountaineers, but a lot of players in double digits. Ward with 13, Benitez 12 for Southwestern, Parham with 15, and Thomas with 14 for Schreiner. Schreiner outscored Southwestern 16-13 in the third. They've outscored them 20-16 here in the fourth. That lead ultimately may prove to be their undoing. Southwestern got ahead early. Ortega at the edge of the paint working on Benitez. And it's going to stay Mountaineer ball. Mountaineers coaching staff, first-year head coach Kendra Foreman really wanted a foul on Benitez. She did not get it. Sosa for three. Banks it in. Oh, my. Sosa with a bank. And it is a 2-point game, 12 seconds remaining. Sosa out of nowhere, now with 20 points. I thought that was offline for sure. But Bree Sosa leading all scorers, 20 points in 32 minutes. 6 of 19 from the field, 5 of 12 from three. Also 6 rebounds and 4 assists for the New Braunfels native, as she and McCoy both put on a show. And both of those really have done it in the second half. They both got off to slow starts. They will put an even 13 seconds on the clock. A 2-point game. Southwestern clinging to a 68-66 lead. Can they hold on? The good news is if it turns into a free throw shooting contest, Pirates are almost 87% from the line, 26 for 30. The Pirates fans were hoping this was going to be a little smoother ride, and earlier we thought that was the case. Southwestern led by 10 at the end of the first quarter. They led by as many as 17 in the first half. But that 12-point lead for Southwestern has steadily dwindled here in the second to its current 2 points. Ward to inbound. Benitez underneath. Benitez fouled by Ortega. And Trinity Benitez heading to the line. A chance to make it a 2-possession game. Benitez 6 of 7 from the foul line tonight. A big make there. Benitez makes it a 3-point game. Can she make it a 2-possession lead? She does. Benitez has missed just once from the charity stripe. She has hit her free throws, as have the Pirates. And now some breathing room. 11 seconds remaining. 70-66, Southwestern on top. Green to inbound for the Mountaineers, 11 seconds remaining. Pirates on top by 4, and it's going to be a foul against Southwestern. It'll be on Trinity Benitez. No, excuse me, that'll be on Romero. As Bel Martinez at the line, the junior guard out of Incarnate Word High School in San Antonio. Martinez, just a 48% free throw shooter. So if you want somebody at the line, this is probably who you want there. She misses the first. Both School's men's teams in the wings awaiting their shot as Martinez misses them both. And if this comes down to free throw shooting, Southwestern, give them credit. They are better than 87%. They are 28 of 32 from the line. They've gotten to the line 32 times. Conversely, the Mountaineers just 7 for 12. Not only have they gotten to the line 20 fewer times, but they're shooting only 53% from the line. In a game like this, two even teams, both 3-7 in conference. Southwestern 6-13 overall. Schreiner 5-14. There is a distinct possibility that it could come down to free throw shooting, and if that is indeed the case, well, that may be the reason Southwestern holds on for the victory. Pirates to inbound, McCoy in the corner. And stepped out of bounds, couldn't keep it in. I thought she was fouled, but no, turned it over. And Southwestern having trouble closing this one out. And the Mountaineers take a timeout. 8.39 seconds remaining, and they trail by 4. The one thing you do not want to do here is foul, particularly a 3-point attempt. Southwestern did it earlier. They fouled Sosa on a 3-point attempt. She went to the line and knocked them all down 3 in a row. You can hear the fans saying no foul. You want them to take time off the clock. Do not bail them out. Down 2 possessions, just 8 seconds remaining. Heaved up, out of bounds, Pirate ball with 4 seconds remaining, and I think Zamora just got a little flustered, did J.D. Zamora, the junior. Maybe not what you'd expect from an upperclassman, but obviously they needed that as McCoy is fouled and she can ice it from the line on the other end. Sosa charged with the foul with just 2.5 seconds remaining. McCoy can finish this one off. Southwestern love to get back in the win column before hosting Trinity here tomorrow. McCoy now 20 points. Ward with the double-double and make it 21 for McCoy. 72-66, Southwestern, 2.5 seconds remaining. The victory would move Southwestern to 7-13 overall, 4-7 in conference, and put them back in the win column after dropping the last 2. A loss would drop Schreiner to 5-15 overall. More importantly, 3-8 in conference, and snap their 2-game win streak. Again, they will head down to Seguin to take on TLU tomorrow. Southwestern here to host Trinity at 4 p.m. But don't forget, we still have another game for you tonight, Game 2 between the Mountaineers and the Pirates. The men coming up shortly after we finish this one as Thomas heaves it up, and it is final. Pirates hold on for the victory. The early lead. Mountaineers mounted a comeback, but ultimately could not come all the way back. The final from Georgetown, Southwestern 72, Schreiner 66. Pirates with a big victory before taking on Trinity here tomorrow. Don't forget, coming up next, Game 2, the men of Southwestern and Schreiner from the Robertson Center.